I dreamt about the music style I created, at least since 1993, being the author of the largest rock encyclopedia. Answer the question, what on the earth appeared first? Exchange of gestures, signs, like pile of stones, speech, or writing? The correct answer is exchange of gestures, body language.
You can live without letter Y. You can live without letter Z. Billions of beasts wasting their lives, knowing nothing about the world they need. Living in a jungle, living in downtown, can't have nothing common, can be quite the same as the any angle from the up and down. You are just a pawn in a blockhead game. You can live without letters said. You can live without verbal tense. Billions of gangs crawling through the bed, knowing nothing about the good and sense. Living in a jungle, living in downtown, can have nothing common, can be quite the same as the any angle from the up and down. You are just a pawn in a blockhead game. You can live without lines and colors. You can play just 3 of 7 notes. Life without words leaves enough of power if the bingo has only slots. Living in downtown, living in a jungle, can have nothing common, can be quite the same from the up and down at any angle. You are just a toy in a monster game.
This is Downtown, or Toy in a Monster Game, sung by Andrew Praiseword, performed and recorded, including both vocals, solely by the author only.
Crowd aligned people with no socks, reaching end of pocket joy size meter, with a little set of 3-letter words, never making line of sound meaning. Living in a desert, living on a lake, stupid as despair, smart as people chorus. How to make life better, there is another way. About the alphabet of criminals and thorns. Living in a desert, living on a lake, stupid as despair, smart as people chorus. How to make life better, there is another way. About the alphabet of criminals and thorns. About the alphabet of criminals and thorns.
You can live without letter Y. You can live without letter Z. Billions of beasts wasting their lives, knowing nothing about the words they need. Living in a jungle, living in downtown, can have nothing common, can be quite the same. At any angle from the up and down, you're just a pawn in a blockhead game. I failed to find how many thousand years ago speech had appeared. Archaeologists write, humans used fire for about 400,000 years. To maintain fire, they assume already needed a speech, which is hopes, word, transforms a train of thought into a train of words, and brings the opportunity to exchange information, and to advance a performance of a group or tribe, I would add. But those speech explorers did not left any notes rationally. Those who left notes, as historians know, Those who created writing lived in Sumer, between the rivers of Babylon, but much more before Babylon itself, about 5,000 years ago, and that writing gave them the opportunity to build and run the very first city on the planet. Before, they could not. That's how very first human civilization appeared. Before, they were not civilized enough. I think to 2020's libertarian slogan, people will make it themselves, stopped working. Because of the globalization, internet, and real-life games to slot bingos. Governmental, reasonable, and legitimate efforts became more important now. I also think that countries and their populations must rely on peace more, because wars and thefts do not produce material values and services. I think the more advanced is a civilization, the more education and knowledge needs citizens. Eventually, because of this, we came to the point that the world is run by a majority of underprepared people, are they politicians or not. Yet, natural subsequence of a liberalization of sex crimes treatment developed by sex revolution of 1960s grows percent of those who are just envy and hate beauty. In result, the very human beauty is fading from generation to generation since then. Victims of human trafficking usually do not have families. At last, game in science and media, use of two-letter language to slot bingo, and growth of percent of people involved into espionage destroys economics and culture. Thieves do not create real masterpieces. Before, when I was asked, what is your favorite movie, I often answered, Orchestra Rehearsal by Federico Fellini. Now I think that Fellini became a little bit too far right-winged to the release of this movie in February of 1979. The ending of the film shows that he expresses support of dictatorship, tyranny. Meanwhile, a dictatorship has obvious negative sides. First, while it organizes a strong order, safety of the citizens individually and of their property still is often violated. Dictators, unfortunately, often rob and sometimes rape.
Next, it suppresses entrepreneurs' initiative, corrupts the market, dictators' solid interests, and rarely will reach best of manufacturing and services. After all, it nearly always suppresses and deforms art and culture, as I many times mentioned before. In fact, to make the life better, we need a perfect balance between power and freedom, security and creativity, intelligence services and intellectualism. As about Federico Fellini, he was born in 1920, and soon Mussolini came to power in Italy. They were right. At this time Fellini did not sympathize to fascism, though he and his brother had to escape from participation in the fascist news group mandatory for every Italian male. But in the end of 1970s, in Italy rose horrible atmosphere of chaos, marked by student movement of 1977 and political terrorism, such as Red Brigades, which murdered former recent Prime Minister Aldo Moro in 1978 and union organizer Guido Rossa in 1979. This looks like a change Fellini's attitude in favor of dictatorship. His movie was released just several weeks after the assassination of Guido Rossa. But I repeat, what to do? Who would protect the nation, the civilization, if a very dictator spreads terrorism? In the fourth verse of my song, the lyric says, living in a desert, living on a lake. I thought about the historical fact that since 6th to 19th century for 1300 years, people lived in the miserable mountain, desert, cave city Chefut-Calais in Crimea, 30 kilometers from the best subtropical seashores I ever saw in my life.